Welcome back to Livie'S Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel, and I'm your host, Fam the Fabulous. For more ideas, inspiration, swaps, and challenges, click the link in the description below to join our craft community, the Maker Exchange, on Facebook.
Welcome back to the Lovely Lab. Listen, guys, we are on break for the rest of the week as well as next week. So I said, since I have not had an opportunity to do any of the December dailies or journal, for the Christmas, for myself, I haven't crafted at all for our house. Normally around this time of the year, I've got a few DIYs going on, some upcycling, refurbishing. But to be honest with you, I have not had time. And as many of you already know, my dad is here. We relocated him here from Tennessee over the summer. And after he moved, after he found himself a place here, about 15 minutes away from our home, he got moved in, got settled, and his health took a turn for the worse. So for the last month, I've kind of been managing two households, getting him groceries and laundry and keeping his house maintained, as well as taking care of the normal stuff around here, in addition to trying to get my real estate career up and off the ground. And then, of course, it's the holiday season. So all of the Christmas events and gatherings and those things that typically go on, they still go on, because guess what? I'm still a mom and I'm still a wife. And so I'm probably not telling you guys anything that you aren't already experiencing or having to try and juggle through. But I just want to let you know that this is why I'm delayed in getting my personal journal together. Many of you have had videos. I know Liz has been working on her December daily journal, and it's gorgeous. Liz for a Day. Go check hers out on her channel. And then she also has been doing some morning lives over on her Patreon channel, Pleasant Creations. And I think it's let's see, you've got the normal. There's also Rochelle from Scrap Craftastic. She's had a few Christmas things going on. I think she did a journal type spread. She's more planner related, but nevertheless, you'll hear Josh in the background, probably listening to another fellow YouTuber who, his channel is ridiculous. Nevertheless, guys, so some of the ones that I watch on a day right at this point to get me back into the mojo of the Christmas festive creativity zone. Obviously Liz for a Day, Roxy Fur, that's the channel. Gail Augustinelli, obviously everybody watches her. There's Teal and Tattered, and then of course Roxy Creations. And then there's Tina from Scrappy Dappy Doodah. Yeah. So, throughout the day, I'll pop them in. And sometimes I'm really just watching other people's channels. I'm not even watching them. I'm listening because I like background noise. And I'm also I don't know what the term is called, but I'm big into audio. So while I'm washing dishes or vacuuming or doing laundry, I typically have YouTube on and I have my earbuds in. So I'm listening to the ladies craft and talk about maybe some different products that I'll go and check out when I am back at my, in the Lovely Lab. So right now, here is where I'm at. Christmas is over with. We have yet to put away the Christmas decor. So while we still have it out and things are, we still got the trims and the ribbons and the bows and all that other stuff, I figured let me go ahead and get started on my journal. And what I wanted to do was make it less my journal and more of a family documentation book, if you will, for, the things that our family has done. Me, my son, my husband, my family as a whole, things that we've participated in places we've gone. So what I've done is I started off, this is the size I was going to use. Okay. I went on ahead and took, I want to say a cereal box or something like that. Might have been something that came in the mail. And I think I cut it down to 8 and almost 8.5, 8 and a quarter by 5 1/4. So that's the size that I originally started with. And I was just gonna, these were attached like this. It was actually an envelope that came in the mail with some documents in it. So it was this size. And then, you know, and I was just gonna, you know, fold it like that. It was like that. And this was, and I was just gonna add some pages on it, you know, and then document what I could. Then I got to thinking, man, I mean, when I started this and I covered these and I was doing some Christmas postings on Facebook, I realized that there were so many different activities that we participated in the month of December. I mean, it's not news to me, but I hadn't realized how busy I had been and how many different things we were involved in, and things that were worthy to be documented, and pictures, and, you know, all different type of stuff. And I don't have the best memory. I just don't, never have. I don't want to try to commit anything to memory because I don't have to. Between Facebook, Instagram, journals, and other people's memory, somebody can tell the story. But that being said, I do want to have a physical, something physical that we can reflect back on, kind of like a, you know, a photo album, with a little bit of journaling in there, just to say what happened. So as I was going through, I realized there was so much information that I could include and I wanted to document that I needed to up the ante. I needed to up the ante and up the size. So I then took out another. I have tons of cereal boxes cut up off to the side waiting to be used. And I felt it was a great opportunity for me to do that, to use them, you know. Plus, I have this paper pad from like 2 years ago that if I swear if I have to touch it one more time, I am going to scream. Okay, this is the last year I want to look at this paper pad. And I need an excuse to buy more. Okay, yeah, I need an excuse to buy more. This year I only bought a few extra sheets to add in because I really didn't want to make cards out of what I had from last year. But anyway, so I am babbling and I hope you guys don't mind. Because I have time to babble. Normally I'm like pushing through trying to get content to you, the thing, but I got a few minutes and I don't have to cook dinner because dinner's already been cooked. We have leftovers from Christmas and Josh will probably just have some pizza. So anyway, so this is what I did. I took my planners, my happy planner, and this is the sheets that go inside of it. So I don't, you know how there's A4 and A5. I'll figure it out at some point what size is what, and I probably should because I got some digitals that need to be uploaded to my Etsy shop, and I probably need to add that information into the sizing of them to help with people who are looking for a certain size. Anyways, dimensions. So this is a sheet that goes into the happy planner. So it's a 9 1/4 by 7 inches. Okay. So I took that and then I measured it and cut the cardboard to that size. So that would form as the template size-wise for the covers. Okay. The insides will probably be different things, but for now, the covers will be 9 1/4 by 7 or whatever I just said. So now the ones that I originally started off with, because I used, I just used regular Eileen's tacky glue on the side that had the imaging on it for the shiny side for the cereal box. And so I put glue on that side, and then I put the cardboard down onto the paper, and then I measured before I folded beforehand to make sure that I could crease it and it would fit in just so. So once I had the glue on it, I flipped it over onto here, and then I pressed it down, and then I used my famous and handy gift card to make sure that the glue adhered to the paper adhered to the glue, and paper to adhere to the cardboard. Y'all bear with me. It's just like, no, there's no school, so my brain doesn't actually work the way it's supposed to, but it's okay. I can't be the only one. So once I had that down, I went on ahead and folded the sides up, cut the corners so that it wouldn't be bulk on the corners. And then it left me with this open space because I was using a 12.5 or 12 by 12 sheet of paper. And this is the paper that I use from Paper Pad is pretty thick. It's cardstock. It's not the thickest cardstock, but it's not your standard printer paper. You're not going to run that through your printer. So what I plan to do, I went on ahead and stitched around here. I wanted the contrast of the black against the white. And luckily for me, it also goes well with this. Now this with the background for here. So what I'll do is I will glue this down. Okay. And this will be my cover. And I'll obviously decorate around it. Perhaps put our family name on it. And then I'll punch. I don't want 3 holes. I'm going to do 2 holes. 2 holes. And here's the thing. This is what I wanted to share with you guys if I can find it. So this is a version of this what I showed here on the channel a while back, probably in the spring of the year. So I made Josh's journal. This is Josh's journal, more like a scrapbook, and it's made the same way out of the same materials. And so this has 2, and I actually like that it's not as constrictive as 3. It's not super wobbly, but it holds everything in place. And all of this is pre-cut cereal boxes and pizza boxes. It's pretty sturdy. I've yet to do the cover, but I'm going to use the same format. So here's what I was getting ready to post a question in a couple of Facebook groups to find out if I could use the eyelets from the crocodile with the sun is setting, so it's going to get a little dark in here, guys. With would the rings fit through it? And by golly, look at this, guys. It does. Now I don't, that may not be news to y'all, but the eyelets are new to me, and journal constructing is as well. So that being said, guys, if that's not something you already know, there you have it. I'm just sharing the wealth. Okay. So that is what I will use for the covers. The inside, probably not so much, but the covers, yes, because they're going to get a little bit more wear and tear as I may add more pages to it, as time goes on. I can't say, good Lord, help me get this back in here. Oh, it's stuck. I can't say if I'm going to be able to get this completed before it's time for us to go back to school, or if this is something, if it's going to be an ongoing project. But I really don't want to be working on this for months, or for weeks. I just want to devote a couple hours each day to it over the next week and be done with it by the middle of next week, or maybe stay up a couple nights late, craft into the wee hours, and get it done so that I can get that off of my to-do list. And I'll probably pop on to show you the progress of it, and to get some suggestions. So this is just used paper from a letter from a fundraiser from a couple years ago. I was cleaning up my file cabinet, purging some documents, and that was going to be one of them. And it just happened to be around the holidays, so I just pulled it and put it into my Christmas scrap journal envelope. Now let me move this off to the side, because these are the 2 things. Before I do that, let me just share with you what came in the mail. So this came from Rhonda, one of our Junk Journal Buddies over at Junk Journal Buddies on Facebook. That's Liz's Facebook group. And this is just a small rack, as she so kindly mentioned. It says, "Merry Christmas, fam. Just a small rack for one of my Junk Journal Buddies," and that's Rhonda. So here is a cute little paper clip made out of, oh, this is good because it'll go into my journal. Made out of like the Christmas ribbon. Okay. And journal card, some ribbon and washi. Jesus, all I need is a little bit of coffee and a whole lot of Jesus. Okay, me too. I feel you, girl. And then there's the cross on a mountain. That's pretty. That can go in my daily journal. And then it looks like, I'm not sure what kind of dolls those are. Russian nesting dolls, maybe? Yeah. And that's backed on a little stream. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. And then a snowy mountain scene, which, ooh, isn't that, look at that. It's got a journaling spot on the back, so that's going to go in this one. Although we still got plenty of time left for winter here. I can easily put that into a regular journal. And then we've got a beautiful lighthouse, lakeside scene. That is so pretty. Rhonda, thank you so much. I appreciate you for dropping that in the mail. Look at Santa and all of the reindeer. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen. Yeah, and look at the town beneath. In some far, far away land. Mind the Gap. Journaling spot. I like that it's gold foil. And then a man sitting by a tree. Let me see if you guys can see that. A man sitting by a tree at sunset. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that, Rhonda, thank you so much. And thanks for thinking of me and taking the time to put that in the mail. I will certainly be adding that to my journal, so stay tuned so that you can see how I implement that into this family documenting journal for December. Okay, so this, let me move this stuff out the way. So this, let me show y'all what. Okay, so these are going to be some of the size of pages. I don't want them all to be the same size because I'll run the risk of making a mistake. I don't want it to be precise. That is not my jam. Precision is not my jam. Okay, I like haphazard because it looks intentional. If you're consistent, anyways. All right, so in this can, which is something that I put one of Josh's gifts in. Cute can, isn't it? And these were good, the tiramisu wafer rolls. In here is the ribbon that came on majority of our gifts. So as he was unwrapping his gifts and as gifts came in, I just started stuffing all of the ribbon in here for me to use on the book. Let's just call it a book, guys. Okay, journal, book journal, whatever. Okay, so and then we have some more. It's in, I think there's some in here. This is what I crafted with for the outgoing cards and tags over the last month. And then here, y'all ready? There is some stuff I received in Happy Mail swap. I got some napkins that I'm going to be using, decoupaging. And this I just already had. I want to use some of this tissue paper from some of the gift bags that we received. This came from Gretchen, the fabrics. I plan on making a small little quilt to have a quilt page. Let's see, some wrapping papers. Wrapping paper from gifts that we've received. Tissue paper, I'm going to keep those together. And then here we have the bags that I'll be using. I've got plenty of bags, so I know I can make this work. It's just a matter of looking through everything. And so, also, isn't that cute? That was just something I was monkeying around with. Some of the treats that I had. Remember, I made the Ghirardelli tea bag treat bags that I gave away to our volunteers along with their gift cards. So this will be incorporated in there somehow. This is something that came in the mail, and of course I can just use this as one of my daily journals. I make quick little journals that I do my devotionals with. And I just sew some paper in it and keep it moving. Although it could make a nice little, I have to think on that a little longer. Okay, and then some other things, some things that I cut out or just worked on, and little sayings from out of magazines, things that I wanted to incorporate. I was intentional about saving so that I could put them into the journal. Cute little magazine spread. Isn't he cute? And so those are the items that I just tucked away throughout the month. I wasn't sure what my thought was on this, but I'm sure I'll end up using it. And then here's some more. I just like the shape of this. It looked like it would be great for a pocket once I covered it and sewed it. You know, there's that. And then this, I probably will just leave it as it is, or yeah, leave it as it is and sew it into, and you know, maybe put some cute little decorations on there. And then I saved this to turn into a flip over, well, put a flip journal here. Okay. In the top part of the flip journal. So here we have a window. So as we're looking at this in the journal, the window, you'll see an image. This is my thoughts. An image there. Okay, and then you open it up, and the image that you see here will be the top portion of the flip journal. Okay, and then then I'll be able to open it up from there and write or what have you. Something like that. I'm not quite sure how we'll work that out, but that's the concept. And that was just from a ring stand and car mount that I purchased at Walmart for my car and still haven't used it. You know what I mean? And then, oh, here's some more napkins. I need to put that in with the other napkins. Where is that at? Oh, in here. I know it seems like it's organized. It just seems a little chaotic. These are the journal cards. This is the stuff that, ooh, yeah. This one came in a swap. So, and a gift that we received, our family received a gift basket. It was gorgeous. And so I'll definitely want to use these journal cards that were made exclusively for your girl. Isn't that so cute? You saw it on my last video. And then this one, yeah, this one actually came from Wendy. It was just the postcard, but I added some of the ribbon. This chocolate, I got, Wendy sent the chocolate. So I just documented that chocolate was the sweetest, creamiest chocolate I've tasted in quite some time. And I actually ate that on Christmas. It was my treat to myself. But so I just, you know, glued that down here and then sewed or stitched around it, and made sure that I left a little bit of that ribbon there. And then I'll use these guest checks and include those stamps from packages we received. And oh, here is, these used to be earrings. These were earrings. And I think I was tempted to jazz them up and get gussy them up. But there was a kid, I can't remember who made them. But it was at an arts and craft show, you know. But it was a teen or a small child who made them, and they were raising money. So I wore them when I purchased them, and but I think they came off of the earring hooks. So I'm going to use these on the bulb pins and include these in the journal, either that or on the outside on the rings. So it'll be either or. But I thought, even though this wasn't received or purchased this year, it's still Christmassy. So I'm going to add these in because it's still cute. And it's made out of polymer clay. Oh, you know what? I do remember my friend Jennifer, her daughter, I do believe her daughter made these and decorated them a couple years ago. So I am definitely going to hold on to these, and I'll make a great addition to this journal. And then we have that beautiful lace. And this came off of the box, this here box, but I loved it, so I'm just going to keep it as a decoration. And then a tag from the keepsake ornaments that I received from my friend Holly. And then mail from a stamp from a card that we received in the mail. And then the ticket sent by Wendy. Isn't that so cute? And then this. These are the things that I'm just sharing with you what I will be including in this journal. This I made last year for the Ghirardelli squares. And I may just incorporate that into the journal. I don't know. I think I kept that as like a prototype. I'm not sure. I might. Who knows? Anyways, guys, so I just wanted to pop on and show you what I was working on. And I do intend to pop back on as I make progress. over the next couple days and share with you. And I'm saying it now so that I'll be held accountable, and I'll feel the urge to continue, upward mobility or forward mobility until it's complete. And if y'all don't see nothing, feel free to come back to this video and urge me to get to it so that my family memories are not lost for good. Because God knows I won't remember them. Anyways, if you have created a journal or you have a video out here in YouTube or Instagram, documenting how December dailies or anything like that, and you want to share it with me or the rest of the viewers, please drop in the comments below how we can take a look, and so that I can be inspired as I move along, because sometimes we do hit a brick wall in our creative process. So anyways, guys, thanks so much for stopping in. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of the crafty uploads. And until we're back here again on YouTube, guys, stay encouraged, stay blessed, stay creative and crafty. Bye for now.
If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe to join the crafty community, and be sure to click the bell for notifications of new uploads. Thank you so much for watching. Now stay tuned for more from Livie'S Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel. Bye for now.